Stop! So I was skipping through the dialogue to catch up to where we were before. It turns out we can't warn her this time, so I guess we're left with no other choice but to slay the princess.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Incredulously.
Are you serious?
I'm so sorry. I didn't have any other option.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one.
Oh, shit.
But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Give up.
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker.
A bone-shattering haymaker.
You fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again.
Oh, she's gonna beat us to death.
Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Oh. My spleen.
If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
I gave up on purpose.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
Someone out there's into this.
It can't just end like this, right?
Oh, it can.
I'm sorry, but it's over.
Oh no, crunch.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yes! That's what we wanted! Chapter 2. The Tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So, does this mean it's gonna force me to make different decisions every time now?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the...
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her.
Oh.
And stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
A new voice.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying.
Being annoying.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
That sounds interesting. I think we should pledge ourselves to her.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
Well?
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Couple of knuckleheads in my head. Proceed to the cabin.
That's what you want. I guess I don't have a say here.
Is it going to be all stone again?
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Well, this is certainly different.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ooh. Ooh. You'll have to climb up that ladder to get to the blade.
Why do we feel so small?
Because everything's big.
We don't feel small. We are small.
I suppose we should probably climb the Wait, you didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the
This
altar,
again?
the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
We already know what we look like. I'm a weird bird man demon thing for some reason. Gotta figure that one out.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Please don't. I'd rather the princess kill us again than see how dreadful we are. I care less about what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Yeah.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
I see the mirror. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It would be, indeed. Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
There's a mirror.
This really isn't funny. You reach forward
Again.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Into the basement. Let's go see what state she's in this time.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
What do you mean? You said it's nice.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Ronald Weasley! Okay.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Whoa. Settle down, love.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Well, we continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
We are quite literally tiny. We're like Jack and the Beanstalk type shit. She's gonna be a giant. Hello, I'm here to pledge.
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight.
Sheesh.
Her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
To pledge.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
You. I can pledge and have a dagger. I'll drop it.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that, and yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
We are in her presence.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Ew. No.
But the words don't leave your mouth. Instead, your legs buckle and your knees hit the floor.
This is bullshit.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
We've succeeded in killing you at least twice so far.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I'd trust to deal with her.
Then you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then, and there's nothing we can do to stop her now.
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before, and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her?
We could, crawl inside her ear and eat her brain.
That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
No, I won't tell you. You're supposed to end the world.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Rude.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
Maybe she will. Oh, let's see. What do you have me do? What do you have planned? I have questions for you before I decide anything. What happened to you after I die? I'm not going to help you in the world. I don't care if something new comes after. Just can't let you do it. Well, we got a pledge, right? I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Don't push it.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you?
I've got lots of voices in my head.
That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
We've established that, yes.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Are you talking to me?
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh no.
Ah!
Okay. I've been trying so hard not to comment on the voice acting. It's so cringe. But that was amazing. Oh!
Rise, my little
Stop!
bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Huh?
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are.
This is a sex thing.
Come, it's time for us to leave.
Someone's into this. Take her hand. Pledge your loyalty to your better. Achievement unlocked. Where'd she go? I was looking at the achievement. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, I'm in the mirror dimension again. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. I don't want to look at us.
I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
If you say so. We'll trust you. A mercy.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Am I gonna change over the course of the game? You've grown. Huh. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh. She's different this time. Approach.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. We've got so many questions to ask. We should probably ask. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
So what do we do now? How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
We've barely scratched the surface there.
The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry. I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
So we reset
We will
again.
meet again.
Fucking hell. Chapter 1 again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Do you think we've got a new voice this time? Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch Viva la Revolution. I haven't tried that one yet.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit, old bean.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
She will cheat.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not... Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor...
So we haven't not taken the dagger before, have we? I don't think we have. Quick save and do that.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, she sounds different this time.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Lie, I'm here to save you. What are those lies up here? Sweet, let's say that one.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
It is I.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Forever?
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't even try it.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
You are talking a lot.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Not currently.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Maybe. We haven't found one yet.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Again.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Well, we can't even get the dagger now.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates.
Holy
raising
shit.
Her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I was hoping there'd be an option that was like, let her continue. So she chews through her own arm.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Slice.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
We can fix her, chat.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Let's.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Try to move the mic quietly. Like,
as the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, step bro? It's different this time. We can warn her.
Stop that.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Come any closer.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges
Ah!
it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Goodness sake.
But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
You've literally doomed everyone. I can't believe you've done this.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
Ow, ow.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay, I guess.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
How touching.
It can't just end like this, right?
It's okay, I'll be back. I'm kind of like immortal or something, so...
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Fuck. Chapter 2. The Damsel.
You're
That's
on
new.
a path in the woods. And at the end of that path,
Is a save slot, and you save the game.
you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
We've been here before. Proceed to cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Don't believe a
Don't
word,
believe a
she
word
says.
If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Oh ho, we got a new one. Voice of the Smitten.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He is trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My
He's so real
passions
for
are
that.
too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
I do like hearing the sound of my own voice.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant,
Well.
its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
A prison befitting a royal prisoner.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Should we take the blade? Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now
Well,
it's
let it
gone.
dry.
Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
He's the first one addressing that we have feathers. We'll take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Indeed.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge.
Get it? On edge? Like the edge of... Yeah, you get
There's
it.
no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Into the basement. Oh, she did call us a little bird, that's right.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
They're not trying to hide that we're a bird creature. It's me, bird person. Hello.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I am bird person. I'm here to save Princess Tammy.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Her voice!
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
No. We are in love.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Consider me
You walk down the
manipulated.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Maybe we can ask her name this time.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
He's definitely doing a Laszlo impression, isn't he?
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
It's you, my dashing hero, Uwu.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Yes.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
No.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
It's implying that there's lots of different worlds, and there's lots of the same narrator. But I change in every world. Maybe.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind
Right,
you.
watch me.
This is horrible.
Oh my god, this is Rick and Morty. I am Bird Person, and I've taken the portal gun.
Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
I want to find out her name. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces
We
seizing our body.
warned her of
That's
the
practically
cruel...
telling her to kill us. She is our beloved,
and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
It's the best voice so far.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I have to cut you out again. I really didn't care for that last time. What happened after I died? Sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
There's a lot of people like you, actually.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
So, I died, and then everything stops. Wait,
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow, painful ruin to them all. Let's just remain silent.
The princess's eyes quiver as she waits for your response.
Quivering.
I didn't end the world? I didn't end the world.
She's clearly just saying what she thinks you want to hear. Or she's innocent. How could a beauty like her be capable of ending the world? It's not rational.
Maybe my character is what is ending the world when he dies. Or something. And she's not ending the world. She's ending the world by killing me. I don't know. I have to cut you out. I really didn't care for that last time.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Damn. We can fix her.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time.
All of this is
Why
weird.
should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I want to rescue her.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes.
Whoa.
Not on my watch, villain.
Yes.
My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't.
You would.
I would.
You would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
She could have just freed herself at any point.
Shouldn't have worked.
Okay.
I'll be damned. We're doomed.
So, if she could have freed herself at any point, then
I can't believe
something's going on here.
I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible.
It's gonna turn.
Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
It's gonna turn at the last second. She's gonna go psycho.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
What do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want? There must be something you want. Just pick a food.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
The music's getting all weird. Something isn't right. I want you to make me unhappy. Oh. But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Something's going on. Oh, I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stagg.
Are you seriously asking her that?
Oh, we've been over this one. No, I do not want to end the world.
You have to want something more than to just make me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
He's turning into old anime. This isn't right.
That sounds perfect.
Whoa!
Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless. As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
And then she pushes you into the dungeon and locks the door.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh, god damn it.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no, did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together. Blech. And... the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable.
Love was the answer.
You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Romantic haze. Achievement get.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Uh-oh.
Where did everything go?
Uh-oh.
Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh no.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess we brought her another vessel. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. No! No! It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Listen, you're not going to believe this.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Okay. Into the mirror we go. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again, and the mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. Oh! You withered. I'm melting. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Just knock me out. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So we're just collecting princesses, aren't we? How many more do you need?
We will know when we near our destination.
Well, let's go back then.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.